Well, I hope that's it. Oh, hell yes, it is finally here. Yeah, that's right, Booty Brigade. I purchased a one-of-a-kind internet time machine off the dark web. It can reverse any website back to any year you want. Alright, let's go test it out. Alright, I know just the place I want to test this thing out on first. The home of my old abusive father.
Just let rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain.
Hey, wait a minute. This thing is a scam. There's still no dislike button. We're still in the present. The early years of YouTube, roughly 2005 through 2009, a time period that carries a lot of nostalgic anime value for me. As a young weeb in training, it was also a time where I didn't know of many places that I could get my anime fix from beyond Toonami on TV. There were a few sites with anime-related content like web forums and Newgrounds, but I was clueless as to where I could watch more full anime episodes. Also, that hentai on Newgrounds back then kinda made my 14-year-old dick shrivel in fear. In 2006, I would eventually come across the website we all know as YouTube, 1 year after it was conceived. Being the Naruto nerd I was, I immediately looked around for anything about it that I could find. After noticing the Smosh and Will It Blend videos, it didn't take long for me to get completely blown away by the massive amount of Naruto content, along with other popular anime in beautiful 240p footage, such as DBZ, Bleach, Death Note, Family Guy funny moments. My excitement continued to grow upon noticing that I could also watch actual episodes of anime here. Not only that, but some of them were in Japanese and also went further than what had already aired on Cartoon Network's Toonami. There was a catch though. In order to skirt around YouTube's former max 10-minute video roll, people would upload episodes of anime in 3 different parts. It was a little frustrating at times, with parts of the episode going completely missing from the website. I mean, can you imagine if girls these days sold their OnlyFans photos in 3 separate parts per picture? I can't find the part 3 to the rest of her ass.
Real ninjas are stealthy, intelligent.
The now extinct Arts and Animation category under the Old Videos tab was once the nexus of anime content on YouTube. There you could sort the videos by statistics such as ratings, views, and comments, which is how I would find the majority of anime videos that I would go on to treasure for years. Beyond episodes, there were many different types of anime content you could see. Parodies, flash animations, character clip montages, fight scenes, openings. It was a weeb's wonderwall, and I owe it all to people like Naruto322X. If you were a really raw XD so random type of kid, you could also watch your anime in the form of YouTube poops.
I guess I let the stress get to my balls. Stop it! Hammer time!
Mashed up scenes or footage from various sources that were typically edited with the intent of making the original content appear as random, ridiculous, and annoying as possible. And me and my 3 brain cells still love the hell out of them. AMVs, something I myself am all too familiar with. During YouTube's infant years, anime music videos ran rampant across the website, being by far the most common form of anime content back then on it. Unfortunately, a lot of them were far from watchable. DivX logos, subtitles, pointless lip flap, like they were all part of the recipe for someone taking a Linkin Park song and then slapping it on top of their favorite unedited Naruto or DBZ fight scene and then calling it a day. AMVs are so easy. Oh, and don't worry, that's just an old Nickelback CD. Despite the army of Windows Movie Maker abortions, there were some classic videos that did stand out. Waka Laka for Asaka, Whisper of the Beast, Always Hardcore. Notable anime music videos such as those were influential at introducing various new series at the time to myself and others. As a whole, it feels that the medium definitely paved the way for other anime hobbies on YouTube going forward. While AMVs today are bigger in some regards, such as contests at conventions, it feels kinda strange remembering that they're now so insignificant to other forms of fan-made anime content, as they were once such a dominant force on the platform.
That's right. We were the OG bitches. This is my AMV trophy wall. Please clap.
Closely related to anime music videos, there were trends of videos like Naruto Comedians, where people would lip-sync various anime characters to funny audio clips from popular comedians that, looking back, they really didn't add much to the joke.
So I kicked her in the pussy.
There were also anime slideshows, compilations of anime images with horrendous stock transitions that probably your own mother wouldn't even praise you for. Yeah, they were shit, but I guess they served as a stepping stone for many people getting into AMVs. They did break a lot of unwritten rules though by mostly using fan art without crediting or getting permission from the artist.
Screw the rules, I have money.
Abridged series. There's no way I could reminisce about the old days on YouTube without mentioning them. Abridged series were a series of videos where the creators would take an anime and record their own voice lines over it, while putting a twist on and trimming down the anime's core plot. This was almost always done in a comedic or satirical manner. The abridges from this period that are generally seen as the earliest and most popular are first and foremost Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged by Little Karibo, followed by Team 4 Star's DBZ Abridged, and lastly Naruto Abridged by Masako X and Vegeta 3986. Throughout the years, they would go on to inspire other various forms of parody-based content, as well as many more abridged series of various popular anime.
Where are you right now? I'm at soup!
It's kinda nutty how far and long some of their influence has spread and lasted, as I'll even still hear notable phrases from them quoted at conventions today. While these abridged series were a form of fan dubbing, there were also fan subs, but I don't mean the term fan subs in the traditional sense, as in when someone tried to accurately translate full anime episodes to be watchable in English. I mean when people would take an anime scene and intentionally insert blatant joke subtitles with words that weren't even close to the actual Japanese ones. Similar to the fan dubs, they would produce their own bullshit story. Kinda like how people keep putting fake subtitles over that one Hitler movie.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Now the last type of notable anime content from that YouTube time period that I want to mention would be, well, what I'm doing right now, Anitubing. Generally review and analysis YouTube-based content revolving around anime. In the early years of YouTube, Anitubing was something I myself never really stumbled upon, as it used to be severely tinier. With no pay incentive, a lack of available basis for the best way to go about making them, and YouTube once limiting videos to 10 minutes, I can see why people settled for much simpler things such as manipulating Dr. Robotnik's dialogue to sound like Pingus.
Snooping as usual, I see.
There were, however, some people that did see Anitube in contact back then, and from those of them that I talked to or got information from, did mention that there were a few semi-notable Anitubers pre-2010-ish that sort of built the groundwork for what the hobby is today. And man, were the technical side of their videos obviously much more jank back then. What, with the audio peaking like it was recorded through someone's old Hey You Pikachu microphone. Pika. Still, you could see the heart in their work. Now, if there was one creator from those times that was seen as the founding father of Anitubing, it would be Mr.Anime, aka Lenscap Productions. His videos were an assortment of video game and anime reviews, his own personal comedy skits, and oddly even gun reviews. He would also end up becoming a large inspiration for various prominent modern anime YouTubers such as Gigic. There is a dark twist, however. In 2012, Mr.Anime legitimately went on to kill his own mother, father, and brother by shooting them. Damn, man, you just lost yourself 3 subscribers. Mr.Anime actually had plans to carry those heinous acts even further by committing a Columbine-style massacre, but fortunately he was quickly arrested for the murder of his own family. It really puts a weird, fuzzy feeling in my chest knowing that my current hobby was built upon a potential mass shooter. Now some of you may be wondering, how exactly did all these weebs on YouTube connect with one another? How did they gain more friends outside of that one swing they used at recess? Believe it or not, YouTube used to have much better socializing features. First and foremost, there was the Groups tab. On there, anyone could create their own community about a particular subject that those who joined could chat about and share fitting videos in. For anime, these were used for things like weekly AMV contests, ways to ask for or recommend places to download series, or just as a means of chatting about the medium. Do not worry, Grim Reaper 214, I come from the future. Then there were YouTube bulletins. posts you can make on your channel that would appear in a feed in a small box on the same page, which listed those from others that you were friends with or subscribed to. Many of them were used to advertise new videos, post a general status, or starting a conversation chain like posting what your favorite anime was. They were also used a lot amongst the AMV community, which helped connect me with some of my online weeb friends. Other features that also assisted me in doing that were YouTube DMs and commenting back and forth on each other's profiles. These features technically still exist today, but are much more hidden in the background and are sort of nerfed in a sense. I mean, nowadays there's stuff like YouTube Kids where you can't even comment on the video. How else am I going to inform so many kids that their favorite Paw Patrol heroes are complete frauds? Our channels in general were sort of like a second MySpace page. There were just so many more available features and customization. If you wanted to make your AMV channel look like it was made for an emo teenager cutting himself to the latest MCR song, you could. I mean, just look at my old channel, I had the option to list my favorite books. I hate reading. The customization was also severely helped by the fact that we had the option to have full backgrounds on our channels. Now I'm supposed to scale her whole ass down into this skinny banner? Looking back on everything, YouTube has certainly changed a lot. Gone are many of those features and most of that customization. With many companies growing to use the website and the rise of mobile web browsing, I can see why they've transformed the website to appear more professional and consistent. Yeah, some of it used to look hella sloppy, but it was still a fun level of personalization that I miss. While anime on YouTube and the website itself have both gotten better in some regards, there are certain things that will never be the same as the early years. They were simpler times. Everyone wasn't trying to clickbait the living shit out of you, and as far as anime goes, we will probably never again have that sense of community. Also, and even though crackdown on anime content has almost always existed there, you didn't have these ultra dickhead copyright detecting bots constantly deleting or putting shackles on it. Wait, if my video is only blocked in North Korea, can I still say it was nuked? Regardless of all the crap I give YouTube, I still gotta thank it for shaping me into a much bigger anime fan and giving me an outlet for doing what I'm doing right here and now, even if they do still hate us and make some of the worst possible decisions. At the time, it gave me a place to watch more anime, even if it was presented in the form of a 240p 3-course meal. YouTube was once the ultimate place to go as a weeb, and it's fun to look back on it and how it's changed, which, along with educating Zoomers, is a large part of why I made this video. That, and I also wanted to reminisce on my past, because nothing in the present seems to go right for me anymore.
Hey, what is crackin', Booty Brigade? Hope y'all enjoyed that blast from the past from me. Obviously, there's no 5 stars, so, be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment and whatnot, subscribe, whatever y'all want to do. Patreon thanks to Shin AMV and Snap Zenith. And if you want to support me on Patreon as well, links to that as well as general bullshit in the description are below. This is likely my last video for this year. I'm going to be working on my big year-end project of the whole anime year in review. And that, generally is my longest video and takes me the longest. So it'll be a little while for that. Maybe I'll squeeze out a turd here or there before it. Just to give you guys something to lose brain cells over. That's it for this time. Peace out, Booty Brigade.